minutes.
President Shafik, earlier today the question was posed, are chants of From the River to the Sea anti-Semitic? And Professor Scheitzer, head of the Anti-Semitism Task Force at Columbia State University, gave a very clear answer. Yes. You, on the other hand, hemmed and hawed, and then eventually said, I hear them as such, some people don't. What are you talking about there? Who are these people that you're referring to?
Well, I think even surveys by the Anti-Defamation League and others have shown that some Jewish people don't hear that as anti-Semitic, whereas I would say the majority do. So it's one of those phrases that is heard differently by
So that's
many.
who you're referring to is the Jewish population, some sector of it?
Yeah, yes, and I have received letters from our Jewish faculty who say that they also don't think it is anti-Semitic. But I think Congressman, I think you put your finger on a challenging issue. We have sent a message to our community. All of the deans of Columbia University, all 17 of them for the first time, wrote a letter to the community saying, these words are hurtful and are heard in a hurtful
that's good,
way.
and I'm glad that Professor Scheitzer was able to give us a very clear answer, yes, but you weren't able to do so. And I think if I were to go through a number of other racial slurs and ask you if those are offensive, if these are racist, I don't think you'd say, I hear them as such, some people don't, would you?
I'm happy to give you my personal opinion, but I think the question that you're really asking me is, are they forbidden to be said at Columbia?
That's not what I'm asking, actually.
Okay, all right, well then I'm happy
I think
to give
we
you...
saw your instinct is that I'm wondering, who are you worried about offending? That's my question.
No. I feel like I'm speaking as president of Columbia, so that's the way in which I'm answering
let's talk
these
about
questions.
Columbia. Are there anti-Semitic professors on your faculty?
I certainly hope not, and if I have any evidence that there are, there will be consequences.
You don't think there's evidence of anti-Semitism among professors on your faculty?
We have seen some cases, and there have been consequences.
So you mentioned Mr. Abdu and Mr. Mossad. You said they're both under investigation. Is that correct?
Mr. Mossad is under investigation. Mr. Abdu has been told he will not work at Columbia again. He's
been fired.
He is leaving.
I don't understand the distinction there. Fired versus he's leaving.
Yeah, no, he's leaving, and he has a written record on his record that says
he wasn't fired, but he's
employed.
voluntarily leaving.
No. He's been told he
has to leave.
He has been told he has to leave.
Okay. Do you think he is anti-Semitic?
He has written and said things which are in support of Hamas, which I find very problematic. And
when, by the way, was he told to leave?
I want to make sure I have the right date for you, but it was in the sometime in the last few weeks is my recollection.
But how long?
I'd be happy to get it to you in writing because I want to make sure I give you the right date.
Did you retain counsel in preparation for this hearing?
We had lots of, we did a lot of preparation for this hearing, yes.
Okay. How many hours did you say you spent preparing?
Well, this is a very, very serious matter, and so I have spent many, many hours.
Many hours. And you've given us very divergent responses as to some of the worst offending professors about how they've been handled. And why is that? Why can't you just give us the facts?
I've offered to give you the facts. I'm happy to provide you with the details. I just don't recall the exact date when he was notified, and I want to make sure I give you an accurate answer. It's a very serious matter.
Would you be willing to make just a statement right now to any members of the faculty at your university that if they engage in anti-Semitic words or conduct, that they should find another place to work? Can you make that statement?
I would be happy to make a statement that any faculty member at Columbia who behaves in an anti-Semitic way or in any way a discriminatory way should find somewhere else to go.
Thank you. Do you believe that the BDS movement is anti-Semitic?
Columbia has on numerous occasions refused to, that's not the right way, has faced the issue of BDS. In fact, we had a proposal.
But do you think it's anti-Semitic,
the
BDS movement?
I think it's a political movement that is advocating a boycott or a sanctioning process, which is.
So once again, who are you worried about offending by making a very clear statement on this?
No, I'm not making. I'm happy to make a clear statement on it.
Okay. Well, I want to close my questioning by giving you an opportunity to address some of the students who are here, because we have some really courageous students who have come, who have testified, who have met with our committee, who were at our press conference this morning. Many of them behind you, many of them couldn't get into the room because it was too small. And they've told harrowing stories of what they've endured on your campus, and they say that the response of your administration has been inadequate, has been insufficient. So are they wrong? I mean, what would you say to these students?
I have met with these students myself. In fact, I've met many of the students who are in this room, and we have talked about it. And I think I have assured them that there are times when I have been very frustrated with the policies and capacity that we have at Columbia to respond to this, but I have been working tirelessly to fix those problems and improve our response. And I think we can show concrete improvements in the way we've been handling anti-Semitism during my time.
Thank you, Mr. Kiley. Ms.